It feels like I've been saying this a lot, but this wasn't the video that I had planned for today. It was actually a theory that is coming later in the week now. But the Pokemon company has made a decision that just doesn't make sense. So hey, I'm notsoAceTrainer, and what have they done now? Let's get into it. You all know what I'm talking about, the Shiny Koraidon and Shiny Miraidon event. Whether you are a shiny hunter, a VGC player, or even just a casual fan, getting a shiny box legendary is something that is undeniably awesome. It is even more awesome now that these Pokemon are often shiny locked, which makes it so these events are our only chance of getting them until another game comes out deep in the future that lets you go after them. That's why I was very happy when I saw that there was an event to actually get this Pokemon, and why I was very frustrated when I realized it was one of the worst events ever done, if not the worst one. More so than that, it is an event that actually shows us that the Pokemon company is absolutely clueless about the reality of Pokemon outside in the real world. First, let's talk about what is wrong with this event. And for starters, it is a physical event which in 2025 makes absolutely no sense. You have to take your console and go to a specific store, show them the menu proving that you have the games, and then you receive a code to redeem your legendary. Even if we ignore the fact that having the game icon on the main menu doesn't really mean you have the game, because all it takes is 5 seconds with your friend's cartridge to enter the console and then leave the console and then you have the game icon, it also doesn't account for the fact that by going to multiple stores you get multiple codes. Which goes into the next point, some places have a limited amount of codes. When this amount is over, well, no more events until a future delivery. This event runs from September 26th to October 15th, meaning that with the state of distribution chains everywhere nowadays, that future delivery might never ever come. I do believe that some stores have a system that prints these codes, at least in Europe they used to, and I do understand that they're trying to avoid resellers, but the only reason there are resellers is because, well, the offer is not enough to meet demand. But that's not all, of course. The event is only in a handful of places. I'm in Portugal, so I'm used to having a hard time getting my hands on physical events. But not even the UK has something announced. This just makes it so there's even more demand because of places that have literally no offer. And there's even something else that makes this even worse. The shiny is exclusive. The code is the same, but the Pokemon you receive depends on your game. The only reason for this event is for people to be able to get these Pokemon that aren't otherwise available. They're collectibles, basically. If your guidelines are for us to receive only one per game, then how do we trade them? It isn't just a regular exclusive Pokemon, this is a shiny. The idea is not to register the Pokemon, it is to keep it as a collectible. You're not parting ways with your shiny Koraidon for someone else's shiny Miraidon. There's no sense in doing that. This is, once again, them being clueless about the reality of Pokemon in the real world. Anything that is Pokemon can be sold for profit and has a limited print will be scalped. It is more obvious with the Pokemon TCG and is one thing that's 100% ruining the hobby whether you're a player or a collector. And it usually does not affect the game side of Pokemon as you can get the game digital. But right now, there's already countless event codes being sold online for like $50, $60 or even more. I'm honestly incredibly disappointed with how they're handling this business, and if you're someone that is in the same boat and doesn't really want to get a hacked one, I feel you. Whatever you do, just don't buy from scalpers or you're just validating their actions, and if you're fine getting a hacked one, do not buy your way into a Discord or a bot or something. There are people online doing it for free. Basically, don't validate scalpers' actions and don't basically get scammed by people like Blaines, for example. I will leave a link where you can officially complain about this event in the description, but I really hope they do something about it very soon. Anyway, that's all the ranting I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with the theory, and now I'll see you on the next one. But before I go, I want to thank my Twitch subscribers Kiara677, Anubis here, the Dr. Joe, Lazarix and Zanes222 for going the extra mile. Thank you so much for all of your support.